What's your take on Brazil? Do you think that this is a good time to invest?
Absolutely not. I would sell everything you have in Brazil today, just going into this weekend. You do not want to own Petrobras. You do not want to own Brazil going into this weekend. The incumbent there has indicated a willingness to use violence, has indicated he may not leave office quietly. I think there's real possibility of unrest there this weekend, and there's definitely going to be uncertainty. So,
I mean, that's a pretty stark warning to say whatever you own right now in Brazil, you need to sell right away. So you would be willing to sell at a steep loss just to be out of that position.
You have to be out. You're going to be down. You could be down 10, 15% in the beginning days of next week. You can buy it back next Wednesday if you choose, but sell it today.
We've got the EEM down 28% year to date, down 13% over 3 months. We've been through a little of this, the issues that are facing international markets and especially emerging markets. Give me a sense of where you think it's safe to put your money, where you may get a return on that investment.
Absolutely. I would be buying a large global multinational Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch InBev, ticker BUD. They get about 60% of their revenues from developing economies. They're very good at working in those emerging markets. It's a good way to get broad-based exposure. Beer is a bit of an inflation hedge. They are doing a good job managing their costs around the world. So that's a good way to get diversified exposure. For people looking for an individual country, I noticed that Indonesia wasn't on that hit list of countries that are going to get hurt in the current rate and currency environment. They were a top choice during temper tantrums in the past. They've done a really good job stabilizing their macro level economics. They've been very much better on their borrowing. And I would buy Indo Energy, INDO, US listed. It's a way to play Indonesia, which is a great regional powerhouse for Southeast Asia.
I see that you're also advising that people get out of U.S. listed Chinese names. Can you explain why, and are there specifics there that you think are especially dangerous?
I'm still concerned about a renewal of the attacks that Beijing had on some of the data-heavy names, GDS Holdings, Full Truck Alliance, YMM, 360 Finance. These are U.S.-listed Chinese names that could come under the scrutiny of Beijing regulators once again. And I'm still not convinced that the audit controversy between Washington, the SEC, and Beijing is really settled. I think the proof's going to be in the pudding there. I'd avoid those three names for now and wait for a better time to come into China.
So what you've just talked about there, David, is really tremendously helpful for sophisticated investors who buy individual shares like a Petrobras or some of the ones you just mentioned there. But as I look at trying to get some exposure to emerging markets, what is the smartest way for an individual investor to play? Is it through an ETF? If so, which kinds? Or is it through individual company names where you have specific security risk and country risk as well?
Those are great questions. I think the recommendation on Anheuser-Busch InBev, BUD, answers some of those questions for you. You've got strong corporate governance. You've got a U.S. dollar-denominated company that's benefiting from some of those things, and you've got pretty broad-based exposure. That sort of serves like as a mutual fund in a way to many different markets around the world. Also, if you don't want to go into Indonesian individual names, though you can buy them in the U.S., it's quite simple. You can buy the ETF, EIDO. It's up 2% year to date, a significant outperformer of broader-based weakness in emerging markets.
Very interesting discussion, David. Really on point. We really appreciate it. I personally have found that beer is a good hedge against many things.
And
David
as a
Riedel.
brewer, I concur.
You're a brewer.
Yes.
That's right. David, thank you so much. Really insightful. We thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.